shower, wash away the way you feel about it, or feel about her. Trying to get some sleep when you can't relax and staring at your phone, won't make a text back. Stick to your guns and don't backtrack, oh no. Don't backtrack, oh no. No matter what I say, no matter what I do, you don't listen. Lying to yourself, you got your own set of rules, you don't listen. Pick you up at 6 and we go downtown. There's a band down there with a brand new sound. Who am I kidding? You won't come down, I know. You let me down again. Screaming at your mirror won't change a thing. She's out on the town, she's out with him. You and I know she's out with him again. She's out with him again. No matter what I say, no matter what I do, you don't listen. Lying to yourself, you got your own set of rules, you don't listen.
Hello, welcome to our little video diary of our coast to coast walk 2021. Lockdown in England finished yesterday, so came up in the car, 7-hour drive from South Wales. So here we are, just come out of St. Bees, got our pebbles, dipped our feet. We're hoping to do the walk in around 14 days, plan on wild camping the whole way, apart from maybe a couple of days in between Richmond and Ingleby, because apparently it's not exactly wilderness, so there's not many places you can get down in the wild. But we'll see, hoping to get to Patterdale water today, possibly the far side of it if we can, just to shave off an extra couple of miles from tomorrow. Weather's looking good all day today. Weather tomorrow looking good. Thursday showers, but Friday is an absolute washout, which we're not looking forward to, because that means we are up and over Kidsley Pike in the driving rain, so we're probably not going to get the best views, but we'll pop back every now and again. Probably see you next, maybe around Creto, Moro, maybe Dent. See you later. I should also point out that this is the first time either of us have ever done anything like this. Long distance walk. A couple of like overnight camps and things like that. Just more practice for this than anything else. But yeah, this is the first time ever for something this big. So if you're watching this thinking you're going to get professional advice on navigation while camping, then
No.
I think you should probably look at something else. But if you just want to watch a couple of idiots trying to find their way from the Irish Sea to the North Sea, then yeah, keep watching. So that should be, well, apart from maybe up Dent when we look behind us, that's the last point we'll see.
Last time we see the sea.
The sea for 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So on now towards Sanith. So about 4 miles in, probably another maybe 12, 13 to go today. So make a pretty good time, so shouldn't be too bad. So hopefully we'll get to the far side of Patterdale later. We'll see how it happens. So we've got our first view of the lakes see Dent just off in the distance, so I don't know, maybe an hour, probably, maybe two
I would say.
to Dent.
Oh, car.
And then off to the lakes it is. So
84 miles.
here we are, Moro. 184 miles to Robin Hood Bay. I've seen this a million times on videos. I don't know what it's for. Been here since 2007. I'd like to think I've done some research and given you some fun facts about it, but like I said earlier, we're not really the two people you should be watching on a video if you're looking for that sort of stuff. So yeah, Moro now, onwards to Cleto and then up over Dent. Say bye, Ned.
Bye, Ned.
So this is Wainwrights Passage. Insert your obligatory inappropriate pun where you wish. Pretty much everybody does it in every video I've seen so far. Literally as we came up to this, Nathan, first thing he said was we're going to plunge deep into Wainwrights Passage. Yeah, that's pretty much what everybody says.
Yeah.
So yeah, just thought I'd give another quick update coming into Cleto now. See what the top of Dent. So here we are, top of Dent. Final view of the Irish Sea before head off into the lakes. Absolutely stunning weather. A little bit windy up here, but it's quite welcome because it's
Very warm.
It's quite warm, yeah.
Very warm.
So, yeah, about 4 miles left to go now into Patterdale. Hopefully stop, have some food in a pub somewhere, and then push on to Patterdale Water. We'll find somewhere to camp. So see you then. So here we are, Patterdale Water. Made it. Just gone 5 o'clock. So we were originally going to look at camping this side, but possibly push to the far side. Since we got here now, we'll just push on to the far side. Just shave an extra couple of miles off the next day. So we'll see you at camp. So here we are, Patterdale Water. Set up camp. Been here for about an hour. Long day, about 19 miles altogether. So at least we shaved off a bit from tomorrow. So yeah, plan is get to bed early. Well, have some food first. Get to bed early. Hopefully start for around 8 o'clock tomorrow. So see you then. Good morning. Day 2. Patterdale to probably somewhere by Greenup Gill if we can. Maybe a little bit higher towards Lightning Crag. Try and knock a couple of miles off again next day. Slept okay? You?
Slept like a baby.
So we did just cross over the river to go up the forest roads towards Blacksail. There's a sign saying the road's closed for forestry work, so we've had to come back. So we're going up the right hand side of the river, up the bridleway, so a little bit more sort of scenic, but we want to see the views of Red Pike and so on. So up over the Loft Beck, plan will be to get to Rosswaite hopefully by around about 2 o'clock. We're going to meet our parents, have a little bit of food before we move on there to find a spot to wild camp tonight. So we may see you again at the top of Lochbeck or Hornets or something like that, but we'll see how we get on. Hello again, just a quick little update. We've come up over Hornester, down into Ross Strait, stopped in the Scafell Hotel for a little bit of food, a little bit of a liquid refreshment. So
first decent chips since we've got them all.
So we are just heading up now towards Eagle Crag, so looking to camp somewhere alongside. We don't quite know where yet, but as before, the further we get the better really. So when we find a decent place, we'll let you know. Evening, camp day 2. Got a fair bit out of Roththwaite. Just camped next to Eagle Crag. Got Lining Crag or Lining Crag, whichever way you pronounce it, in the distance. So hoping to get up and over there. Weather's looking pretty bad for tomorrow, so original plan was to camp at Grisdale Tarn, but I think we're going to try and push on to Patterdale, maybe get a B&B, just because we're going to be absolutely soaking. So hopefully find somewhere we can dry some clothes off, but yeah, we'll see what it's like in the morning, and we'll plan based on that. So we'll see you then. Morning, day 3. As you can see, we've got the wet weather gear on. Weather's supposed to be taking a turn for the worse today. We're heading up to Lining Crag, which you can't even see anymore. We found a little spot just off the path, a little flat spot for the tent. We were hoping to get a little bit further up, but we didn't really want to risk it. Didn't know how many flat spots we'd find, and apparently it's quite boggy further up, so especially with the rain that was forecast, we didn't want to risk anything. But we're up early, it's 6:30, so we're going to try and get up and over the top down into Grasmere early doors, maybe stop for a couple of hours, assess the weather, and then try and get somewhere booked in Patterdale for a drier, warmer evening in a B&B somewhere. So I doubt there's going to be much filming between here and Grasmere, so we'll pick it up when we stop a bit later on. Hello again, quick update. The good news is the rain stayed off. Bad news is that it was pretty much a grey out up over Lining Crag. So we did miss a turn, couldn't see any of the cairns through the fog, through the mist, but it was only about 100 metres or so, managed to get back on track, but it was a little bit boggy. So we're just coming up over Greenup Edge, so we're going to drop down into Grasmere. The plan is our parents, they're going home today, so they're going to meet us in the Travellers Rest in Grasmere. We have planned to meet them at 12 o'clock, but it is 8:30 because we left early to get ahead of the weather. So we may have a long wait for them in Grasmere, but it just means we can have a sit down and a bit of breakfast or whatever. So yeah, we'll catch up when we see you there. Hello from Patterdale. Not much filming today, like I said, because the weather, especially from Grasmere, was horrendous. Torrential rain, 50, 60 mile an hour winds?
60 at least, if you ask me.
So we were completely soaked through. So the camper went out the window. We did ring ahead in Grasmere for a few places in Patterdale. Nowhere had room available. We came into the White Lion on the off chance, and they had one cancellation, but there was a group of people in front of us. Luckily there were 3 of those, and the cancellation was for a double room, so they weren't allowed in. So we have a room. So we have been down, we've had some food, we've had a couple of pints. Now we are slowly rotating our clothes around every radiator in the room. It is 10 past 10, so we're going to, well, just try and get everything as dry as possible for the morning. Go down for breakfast. Start off maybe around about 10 o'clock, a little bit later start tomorrow, but we've only got about 10 miles. Plan is to go to Aragon camping in Burnbanks. Ideally we would wild camp, but we're just going to a campsite just because there'd be facilities. It's expected to be showery tomorrow, and it's up over Kidsty Pike, so it's probably not going to be a good day, but certainly not as bad as today was. So hopefully, depending on the weather, we'll do a bit more filming tomorrow, but we'll catch up with you in the morning, just to say hello, tell you what breakfast went, and see how dry the clothes are.